You could use a blue, you're right. And you guys, for anybody who is not here, I'm recording this session and I'm just gonna do a little review what we covered so far. So if you are catching up on the session that you will be able to follow along. We were talking about what a horizon is. And we were talking about it like the area where the sky meets the land. So if we're drawing it as a picture, we make a square and put a line through it. That's our horizon. And we're gonna start adding some things together into the picture. Okay, so we have our horizon here. Let's go ahead and let's start to make our water on the bottom. So we decided we're gonna make this water, this bottom half, or this bottom area on our picture. One way that we can do it is with blue, the color blue, because a lot of times when we look at water, it looks blue, right? And then another way we could do it, yay, good Willow, yeah. Another way we might be able to do it, anybody have another idea of another way we could do it? Go ahead, Willow.
Well, maybe we could do it like drawing it kind of grayish.
Grayish?
Drawing it kind of grayish because it's kind of like blackish gray.
Yeah, the water, and sometimes it's not super blue, huh? Sometimes it's more of a gray color. Sometimes it's kind of, huh? Yeah. Sterling, yes, go ahead.
We can make a game because sometimes you see some game plots.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. So we're going to start adding to our picture to show that this is what, whoa, Logan's going to town on his blue. Very good, Logan. Okay, so we're going to start to add on our bottom portion of our picture here. And we're going to start to create some water. Now, maybe we do it with the blue color. When you look at the water and it's really windy, what happens to the water? What do you think might happen if it's windy on the water? Yes, Sterling, go ahead.
It would go crazy.
It gets crazy, you're right.
It kind of goes bumpity, bumpity, bump, and then you go up and down.
That's so
down.
right.
It's
Yeah.
actually kind of fun to just be on the water when it's going up and when it's kind of crazy because it's actually fun.
It is fun. I think it's fun too. So those waves, right, on the water, the ripples on the water, you could call it. So when you have the waves and ripples on the water, that can change the way your water looks, right? What were you going to say, Maisie?
It's waves.
Waves, yep, exactly. So if we're doing waves, maybe with our crayon, we can create some waves in the water. We can show we have some waves in the water just by making little ripples, and you're moving your crayon just like it feels to be bumping around on the waves, bumping around on the waves. So you can move your crayon and you can make a little bit of that texture. Or maybe for your picture, you think it's a really smooth, calm water day and there's not very much wind, then you would just move your crayon really smooth, right across the water, super smooth. All right, so think about that as you're making water on your picture. And remember, I'm giving you a little idea of how our picture could look when we're talking about our horizon, right? Where the sky meets the land, but it doesn't have to be just like mine. Let's see, Melanie, can I see that one more time? Whoa, oh my goodness, Melanie. Wow, you're working fast over there. Maisie, yes.
And it can be low tide or high tide.
That's exactly right, yeah. The more we observe the water and the more information we know about it, the more we can make a detailed drawing that looks really realistic. It makes our drawings better. Yes, Logan, go ahead.
A hurricane whipping up your whole town city on your toy. Yeah, what?
Oh, there could be a hurricane, and that's a whole other drawing, huh? It starts to get really crazy, that water. KK, wow, look at your trees. Man, you're going fast.
Now the double-handed blade staff. That toy comes into that. And I'm talking the whole city brown.
Wow, oh my goodness, we got a lot going on in these pictures now. Let's see, Ben, are you holding something up? Yes, Ben, go ahead. Whoa, nice work with your long strokes on your crayon, Ben. Cool. Thank you. Hey, Maisie, very nice. Yeah, good job, you guys. So once we have our water in there, however you want it, maybe you want it to be calm, maybe you want some ripples in the water. Remember, all it is just changing the way that you're moving your crayon, the way you're moving your little tool here. Levi, wow, look at that. You're going fast too. You got a lot going on already. Nice. Thank you guys for showing me. I love it.
Let's see what we got here. Look right here.
So when we have some water, maybe we want to add a little bit more. Maybe we have some trees. Maybe there's even a little piece of land up above. Go ahead, Logan.
An angry board game that it was this season with your wife and you punch the angry board in the face and the water comes.
Oh man, we got a lot of story going on in that one. Huh? If we want to put, oh my gosh, wow, Melanie, that's beautiful. I love it. That's so pretty. All right, guys, I'm gonna add maybe a little bit of land. All right, so I'm just with my brown crayon. I'm just adding a little bit of land so that I could put maybe some trees above the water. Okay, and you don't have to. This is just something I decided I'm gonna add on mine. So I'm just adding a little bit of brown. And then with a tree, I can just make some lines coming up. And maybe with my green, whoops, let me grab my green. I can start to make some trees and I can just kind of fill in with little, I'm gonna get closer so you can see, little movements on my crayon that look kind of like the way I think a tree looks when I look at it. So I'm just taking some little lines. I'm starting at the top and I'm taking strokes down.
I used the
out, like the way a tree looks.
to make my.
Are you making the same picture that McLean made?
What's up, Mom?
Yeah.
Can you hold up a little closer, Sterling? Towards me? There we go. Ooh, nice. Yeah.
That's the little sunrise. I used my tiny sunrise tower.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. So a lot of us are doing sunrise and sunset. I'm gonna do that on mine too. I think that's a really good idea. Cool, KK. Thank you. So when you're doing sunrise and sunset, what are some colors that you feel like you usually see when you look at the sunrise or the sunset? What are some colors you see?
Orange.
Yep, you're right, Sterling. Yep, absolutely. Anybody else think of any colors that they see when you're looking at the sunrise or sunset?
Maybe.
I see yellow.
Wow, look at that. Beautiful, you guys. I got a couple of them coming up right here. Beautiful. Yes, yellow, exactly. Orange, yellow, maybe some red too.
I see yellow.
Yeah, I think yellow too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have mine, I think. Ooh, Sterling. I'm gonna do mine a little bit like Melanie did hers. I think that looks really cool. I'm gonna put some red up on the top. Nice and smooth. And then I'm gonna use some orange and yellow. And I'm gonna let the colors mix together a little bit. I'm gonna let them mix together, some orange.
Mama, we can look for
No,
that.
no. You go back to yours and we're gonna do ours.
And then maybe some yellow in there. Yes, Logan.
You untie a pineapple, turning into a giant monster pineapple, which I draw, and the colors change from the green top and the yellow body into the green bottom, and
Whoa.
I started something a good time is starting to make it bright, so I just made it however I like. And one more detailing.
Yeah, Logan, nice
Now
work.
it's a pineapple.
Yes. Whoa.
All those spikes.
That's really cool.
That has all those spikes. Oh, let me get them more closer to you so you can see the spikes.
Thank you, Logan. I see the spikes. Cool. I'm going to go over to Sterling for a second. Yes, Sterling?
I'm gonna add some blue in my sunset.
Okay, you can add blue in your sunset. Sometimes, you know, when the sun's going down and you can still see the blue from the sky behind it, you can see blue, huh? Whoa, cool, Melanie. Nice. Wow. Man, we got a whole table of artwork going over here. Let's do a check-in. Who all do I have over here? You just were holding up the paper, but I couldn't see who I have back there. I got George, I see. Who else is back there? Can you guys all go through and say your name? I make sure I know who's back there. You can unmute yourself for a second, and then let me move around that table there.
And this is mine. I'm putting a lot of cheese in.
Cool.
I'm gonna put a lot of cheese in. Okay.
All right, Jaden, nice. And then do I have Rhea back there? Rhea, do you want to show your picture?
Not yet.
Not yet? That's okay. That's okay. That's when you're ready.
Ready.
All right. Okay, there we go. Wow, you covered that whole page with blue water. Nice.
Keep adding to it.
What do you think is the bag?
Well, I think the whole page was supposed to be water and sunset.
Thank you. So as you guys are going through your picture, you can see how we're all having a little different approach to what we're doing, right? Some of us have a lot of sky and just a little bit of water. Some of us have big trees in our pictures. Come on over here. Oh, cool. You guys, thank you.
Come here, son.
Maisie, wow, you got a lot going on there now. Nice. Thank you, Maisie. Logan, yes.
Hair growing over the entire town.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's great. And the tide washes away the hair, turning the city wet, and also turning the buildings wet, including you.
I see, I see.
And I add some little green things in the blue.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I keep adding in things with different colors because
Oops, let me make sure I can hear everybody here. Okay, so we have some sunset, we have some trees, right? We have our water. Is there anything else you can think of that you might want to add? Yes, Logan?
I'm adding some yellow.
Okay.
Maybe.
What was that? I'm sorry, Logan.
Maybe.
Oh, my baby's got something.
Oh, yes, you can. That's okay, Logan. Yeah. Ben, yes, go ahead.
No touch. Finn, no touch.
What was he gonna do?
Are you on?
Yes. I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Wow, Ben, cool. You know what, Ben? That's really interesting. I love the way you kind of put the blocks together like that. I love it. Thank you, Ben. Whoops, you know what, Ben? You are muted. Hey, Ben, can you unmute yourself? I can't hear you, actually.
I did one in crayon, one in marker.
I see that. Cool. You know, we call, that's a kind of specific type of art when you mix the different supplies together, your different tools. And it's really interesting that way. I like it. Whoa, and then KK, cool. We got like a whole framing going on your trees. I love it. Thank you.
And you can also sometimes do this.
You can. Has anybody ever connected their markers like that? It's kind of fun how they fit together, huh? Yes, Sterling? Whoops, you gotta unmute yourself, Sterling. Thank you.
I was just saying, actually, I have done that at PK before. I know how to do that.
Oh, you have? Cool.
Oh, those don't work. See?
Oh. Then they're probably a good one to make that out of, huh?
What?
That's probably the ones that don't work, that's probably a good one to hook together. Since you don't need money, you might as well make them into something else. Was that KK? Yes. Yes, KK?
When are we going to be off this meeting?
So this is the thing, you guys. I am going to give you a choice right now, okay? So we are working on our pictures, and some of us are still working, still looking at each other, still sharing and asking questions. If you want to keep doing that, I'd like you to stay on and stay with us and keep working and keep sharing. If you feel like you're ready to go, that's okay with me, okay? If you feel like you're ready to go, if you need to get up, you can get off, yes. All right, if you're ready to go, that's okay with me if you want to get off. Okay?
Put it in your mouth. Like such a big boy. Oh, you got to take your bite though.
Cool, Jaden. Wow, you have a lot of texture in there.
Let's not put the spoon through.
Hold it down a little bit so that I can see the, oh, wow, there you go. You got your yellow all around, huh?
Can you put a sailboat on it?
Nice. Little review here, guys. Does anybody remember that word that we started off talking about? That word where the sky meets the land. Does anybody remember that word? I can give you a hint. Oh, Levi does. Yes, Levi?
A horizon.
Cool, George. Nice. You guys are doing great over there. George, Rhea, Jaden. And then who else do I have over there? Whoops, I can't. Can you, one of you unmute it and tell me?
That Willow again.
That's cool, Willow. Thank you. There we go.
And then I put my horizon. And I put a lot of trees.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, guys. Everybody's working so hard with all your details. Thank you. Yes, Sterling, go ahead.
Can I leave yet?
Yes, you can, Sterling. If you're done, you are ready to go. I'm going to stop our recording. So if you guys want to go over this again, maybe you forget the horizon, or maybe you just want to go through the lesson again, this is going to be recorded for you guys. And then I'm going to keep you on, whoever wants to keep working with me, and keep showing me your artwork. You can stay on.